Hey friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead, and today we're going to make corned beef from scratch. Okay folks, technically we're not making corned beef, we're making corned venison. Because, well, we got 2 deer this year and we don't want to buy beef when we've got lots of beautiful red meat. So what we have here is 4 pounds of venison. Now it's not brisket, okay, but it doesn't have to be brisket. As long as it's like only, an 1.5 inches thick, not much thicker than that. You're going to need a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 4 ounces by weight of salt. Use coarse pickling salt or kosher salt. We are going to need 2 liters of water, 1.5 liters cold, 1/2 liter hot, a teaspoon and a half or a 1/2 of a tablespoon of pink salt. You're going to need 2.5 tablespoons of pickling salt and 2 cloves of garlic. Here I have a 1/2 pint of hot water because I want to put my spices in the hot water to get them going. So let's do our 2 cloves of garlic, and we're gonna crush it. Now you got to do this in a stainless steel pot, a crock pot, a bowl. The only thing you can't do it in is cast iron, copper, or aluminum. Okay, those are reactive metals and you can't have those in there. Let's put our brown sugar all over top of the meat. And then I'm going to add my 4 ounces by weight of salt, 2.5 tablespoons of pickling spice. This is a 1/2 tablespoon. And 1/2 tablespoon or a teaspoon and a half of pink cure salt. Now folks, this is something you do not want to mess with your measuring. You want to make sure it is exactly the amount called for, no more. Too much of this stuff can be a problem. We're just going to stir this until our pickling salt is dissolved. Now we don't want to put hot liquid on our meat. This is a cold process. This is going to go in the fridge. So now I'm going to top that up to a full pint with cold water. I'm going to set it aside, and then I'm going to start pouring the other 1.5 quarts of water on top. And now we'll add, and I'm just going to take this, and this crock pot is just going to hold it enough. Just enough. You want your meat to be completely submerged in your brine. I'm going to take my spoon and I'm just going to lift the meat a little bit just to make sure that all the sugars and spices are getting underneath. And then we're going to pop this back down into the brine. And this is going into the fridge for 7 days. It has been 7 days since we put our venison into pickle for corned beef. So I'm going to make some for supper. The rest will be cut up and vacuum sealed and put in the freezer. But let's have a look at our venison corned beef. Oh my. Now I don't want to make a huge one. The simple reason is it's just Papa and I. That is a nice piece of corned beef for supper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these ones back in the pickle until he gets home, because he's bringing home some vacuum seal bags. And then I'm going to vacuum seal those for another day. Because remember, we like barbecue corned beef. So we're going to take our pickled corned beef. Isn't that lovely? Look at that piece of meat. We're going to put it in the bottom of the crock. And we're going to put in 5 medium potatoes. That's an awful big crock for just Papa and I, but he's got to have his onion. And then we're just going to take some of our, whoops, another country heard from. This is our home canned cabbage from this year. And I'm just going to pour this all over the top. There we go. Got some nice big leaves in there. Okay. Now I'm going to add a little bit more water to this, only because the cabbage water wasn't enough. And I'm going to put this on high until Papa comes home. We'll see you guys at the dinner table. Ooh, ooh.
Oh, that's hot.
No shit. I mean, yeah.
And this is venison. Correct?
Yes, it is.
Smells good. Mmm. That's really nice. It's awesome. It fall apart.
Yeah, I went to cut it and it just came apart.
That's awesome.
All right.
Good job.
This is the Mrs. Wolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead saying corned beef with venison. Who'da thunk it? Take care. Bye-bye.